For a little perspective on where we stand on things, let's get to Stephen Gay from the Stephen Gay Group at Smith & Associates. Hey, how you doing?
Doing great, Russell. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, inventory levels are at historic lows, you told me. Under 1 month of inventory available. I take that to mean there's just not a lot out there.
Yeah, it's the tightest market I've ever seen in my 17 years in real estate, with under 1 month of inventory available. A normal healthy market is 6 months of inventory, which is a balanced market between buyers and sellers. It's harder now than ever to find a house. It's kind of like playing musical chairs with 50 people in one chair. It's almost impossible.
All right, and we know this. A lot of people are moving here from out of state, and these are people, some of them with a lot of money. What's your best advice for going up against that?
Well, kind of with any competition, you have to have a great team behind you, from a very reputable mortgage broker to an experienced realtor. You know, the great part about working with an experienced realtor is you want someone that sells a lot in the neighborhood you want to live in, because they probably have the pulse on what's going to be coming on in the market. So you might have a leg up on getting something before it's listed. And also you might have to drop some contingencies in your offer. So if a house is sold recently, maybe drop inspection contingency so you can be a little bit more competitive with other people. Also, maybe if you're with a great mortgage broker that you trust and you know you can get your financing done, drop your financing contingencies. That way you can compete with all the cash offers that we're seeing out there.
You also said, go ahead. I know where you're going. About dream house.
it's not a time to be picky. You know, everyone wants their dream house, but this is not the market to be demanding on all your different points. Maybe you don't want the pool, maybe drop the pool or the 2-car garage or the huge master closet. You can't be so picky in this really tight market.
What about this? I want to move, but I don't want to list my house until I find a new place.
I hear that all the time. People are scared to sell their house because then they're afraid they're going to be homeless. So what we've been doing recently is listing their house, the seller's house, and when they get a contract, make that contract contingent upon buying the new house. So that way, when you go to buy the new house, you're in a stronger position because you already have your old house under contract. So you can be a little bit more competitive with other offers. But also, if you don't get the new house, you're not going to be homeless. You can cancel the contract with your buyer, so you can stay in your house. So that way, it's kind of, hopefully will free up the market a little bit, so people will be a little bit more comfortable in listing their house and going somewhere else.
What about this? Should you just wait until prices settle down?
That's the other question here all the time. When's the market going to die? As you were talking earlier, Zillow said we're the hottest market in the country this year. So our demand is not really going anywhere. So the demand is going to be there. Our inventory levels are still going to be low. And then the other thing, too, is interest rates are going to be creeping up this year. For every 1% of increase in your interest rate, you lose about 10% in buying power. So if you're buying a $400,000 house at 3.5%, it's the equivalent of buying a $360,000 house at 4.5% interest. So don't wait. You're just going to get left behind.
Okay, we hear about these big houses selling. You had the Derek Jeter listing, sold for $24 million. But you tell me we're still in a cheap market.
Well, we are, you know, compared to some other big markets out there like LA, Miami, New York, we're still relatively inexpensive. So they come here and think, wow, you can get a house on the water for $4 million. Let's do it. You know, that's the price of like a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment in Manhattan. So we're still a bargain pricing compared to a lot of the country.
Wow. Okay. Hey, great job this morning. Told me a lot here. Thank you. Talk soon, man.
Russell. Good
Love
to
you,
see
Stephen. Stephen Gay.
Bye-bye.
See you.